إنا كذلك نجزي المحسنين إنهما من عبادنا المؤمنين وإن إلياس لمن المرسلين إذ قال لقومه ألا تتقون أتدعون بعلا وتذرون أحسن الخالقين الله ربكم ورب آبائكم الأولين فكذبوه فإنهم لمحضرون إلا عباد الله المخلصين وتركنا عليه في الآخرين سلام على الياسين إنا كذلك نجزي المحسنين إنه من عبادنا المؤمنين.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته يا شباب. يلا الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. Let's get started with our Quran recitation. يلا توكل على الله شيخ حسين.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصافات صفا فالزاجرات زجرا فالتاليات ذكرا إن إلهكم لواحد رب السماوات والأرض وما بينهما ورب المشارق إنا زينا السماء الدنيا بزينة الكواكب وحفظا من كل شيطان مارد لا يسمعون إلى الملأ الأعلى ويقذفون من كل جانب دحورا ولهم عذاب واصب إلا من خطف
لا يا
الخطفة
مولانا، لا نون عن خائط is إظهار. There is no غنة. من خطيفة.
إلا من خطف الخطفة فأتبعه شهاب إلا من خطف
من
الخطفة
خطيفة. don't make غنة for the نون with خاء. نون عن خائط is إظهار. من خطيفة.
إلا من خطف الخطفة فأتبعه شهاب ثاقب فاستفتهم أهم أشد خلقا أم من خلقنا إنا خلقناهم من طين لازب بل فاستفتهم أهم أشد خلقا أم من خلقنا إنا خلقناهم من طين لازب بل عجبت ويسخرون وإذا ذكروا لا يذكرون وإذا رأوا آية يستسخرون وقالوا إن هذا إلا سحر مبين أإذا متنا وكنا ترابا وعظاما أإنا لمبعوثون أو آباؤنا الأولون قل نعم وأنتم داخرون فإنما هي زجرة واحدة فإذا هم ينظرون وقالوا يا ويلنا هذا يوم الدين هذا يوم الفصل الذي كنتم به تكذبون احشروا الذين ظلموا وأزواجهم وما كانوا يعبدون من دون الله فاهدوهم إلى صراط الجحيم وقفوهم إنهم مسؤولون.
بارك الله فيك يا شيخ حسين. جزاك الله خيرا. أمجد, stop whatever you have in your Profile picture يا أمجد. Not respectful يا أمجد. You look like a cow while the Quran is being recited. أمجد عطار. Be respectful يا أمجد of the Quran and remove this idiot profile picture. Have respect يا أمجد of the Quran. Just remove all the pictures you have. I don't want to kick you out, but I want to make sure that you are respectful and remove this profile picture يا أمجد. There is respect حبيبي for the Quran. يلا شيخ إبراهيم توكل على الله.
ما لكم لا تناصرون بل هم اليوم مستسلمون وأقبل بعضهم على بعض يتساءلون قالوا إنكم كنتم تأتوننا عن اليمين قالوا بل لم تكونوا مؤمنين وما كان لنا عليكم من سلطان بل كنتم قوما طاغين فحق علينا قول ربنا إنا لذائقون فأغويناكم إنا كنا غاوين فإنهم يومئذ في العذاب مشتركون إنا كذلك نفعل بالمجرمين إنهم كانوا إذا قيل لهم لا إله إلا الله يستكبرون ويقولون أئنا لتاركو آلهتنا لشاعر مجنون بل جاء بالحق وصدق بل جاء بالحق وصدق المرسلين إنكم لذائق العذاب الأليم وما تجزون إلا ما كنتم تعملون إلا عباد الله المخلصين أولئك لهم رزق معلوم فواكه وهم مكرمون في جنات النعيم على سرر متقابلين يطاف عليهم بكأس من معين بيضاء لذة للشاربين لا فيها غول ولا هم عنها ينزفون وعندهم قاصرات الطرف عين كأنهن بيض مكنون فأقبل بعضهم على بعض يتساءلون قال قائل منهم إني كان لي قرين
جزاك الله خير يا شيخ إبراهيم. بارك الله فيك. بوركت. اريد بقى two pages. sorry أمجد. you know the good أمجد you wanted to read بس يعني اريد بقى ايه two pages. طب يا شباب for today يعني إن شاء الله the purpose of this حلقة إن شاء الله is as we labeled the حلقة grouping the groups. And actually I want to structure the حلقة إن شاء الله. As you can see you know I'm traveling يا شباب, but يعني even when I'm traveling I don't want to be missing seeing these beautiful faces يا شباب, or actually at least I'm seeing faces but getting with you on Zoom. Actually now it is 5:06 in the morning, the time of Athens. So I should say, you know, Kalimera. Am I correct? Kalimera, this is the good morning in Greek. So inshallah, There will be, inshallah, يعني I'll try to structure this halaqa into three sections or three parts. I want to be talking for a little bit in the first part. Then I want to see if our admins and then our tamkeeners, if they want to share anything. And then finally, we're going to make breakout rooms, and each group leader will take his group in a room so that they can make their planning, inshallah. Sounds good? طيب. Let me get started يا شباب with my part, my section, where and actually ما شاء الله يعني you look very beautiful يا شباب. Whenever we see Zoom is telling me 47 participant on Zoom. ما شاء الله, this is very beautiful يا شباب. Whenever there are 47 on Zoom, and inshallah I can talk or I can touch about this later inshallah يا شباب. But let me start with my part. يلا بسم الله. I don't know where to start from يا شباب, but let me start with a story that probably older Tamkeeners are fully aware of. And I want to mention probably 3 or 4 points from my side. Point number one, inshallah, I want to start with a story that I told my older Tamkeeners couple of times before. A few years back يا شباب, whenever we were buying the Tamkeen land. When we were buying the Tamkeen land, I was reaching out to everyone that I know, and I was asking them for money. We are buying our Tamkeen land. Can you give us some money, please? We need the money for this project. And I had a friend that I know very well, and he's a doctor. Okay, so he's a doctor. I'm assuming, he has some kind of good income, and I know he's, mashallah, he's a very good brother. And I know him very well. So when I asked him for money for the Tamkeen land, he responded to me and said, and he's a doctor, he told me, you are my close friend, and I'm gonna tell you sincerely and openly, my balance in my bank account is in the negative. And I wanna tell you a message that you deliver to the community. There is an ayah, and this ayah, it is actually revealed in us Muslims, not in the people of the book, not in the kuffar. والذين يكنزون الذهب والفضة ولا ينفقونها في سبيل الله فبشرهم بعذاب أليم يوم يحمى عليها في نار جهنم فتكوى بها جباههم وجنوبهم وظهورهم هذا ما كنزتم لأنفسكم فذوقوا ما كنتم تكنزون. So he told me, take this ayah and give it to our community. And those who are accumulating the gold and the silver, accumulating the money, and they are not spending it for the sake of Allah, give them the tiding of severe punishment on the day where that silver and gold will be heated up, and then it is going to be put on their forehead, their side, and their back. So he is telling me, tell our community that they are not, or they should not accumulate the money, because the more that we accumulate the money and we are not spending the money for the sake of Allah, Allah is telling us in the Quran, give them the tiding of the severe punishment on the day where all this money will be heated up, and then it is going to be placed on their forehead. It's going to be heated up in the hellfire, and then it is going to be burning their foreheads, their sides, and their backs. So he was telling me, we need to spend for the sake of Allah. And then he started to tell me why his bank account is in the negative. He told me he even sold 2 houses, and now he is renting a house for his family. And he's a doctor, he has good income, but he sold the 2 houses, and he is renting his current house. And he told me, I spend a lot of money for what? He spent his money to protect the coming generations from atheism. He started to see, a shabab, something that has been bothering him day and night. And this is, a shabab, something that is extremely important. This is something, a shabab, and I teach in a university, and I see kids of Muslim families, and I know where their belief is. So that doctor, he spent his money to do a shabab research. Why atheism is spreading in some of the Muslim youth? What are we doing wrong? He was funding research to figure out how can we protect our kids from atheism. You want to understand, ya shabab, the people who have belief in Allah, the most valuable thing in our life is La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah. Those who are shabab who truly believe in Allah, they understand the blessings from Allah that we are Muslims. Those ya shabab who read and recite and memorize Quran, they understand the value of the Quran. Those who tasted the sweetness of Iman, they understand how beautiful the sweetness of Iman is. It is sweeter than chocolate, sweeter than baklava, sweeter than anything. And given I'm here in Greek and I ate some baklava, but do not let anyone know, I ruined my diet. So Iman, ya Shabab, has sweetness. I want to make sure all of you is tasting the sweetness of Iman. Whenever we see some of you going far away from the deen of Allah, from Quran, it is a stab in our heart. It is a bullet in our heart. فذات doctor, يا شباب, he spent all his wealth funding research. What are the reasons of atheism and how can we protect our youth? And then he gave me one conclusion. He told me, if you want to protect the youth from atheism, it is not enough to send them to a Sunday school. It is not enough to give them halaqas. It is not enough to make Tamkeen for them only as teaching halaqa. The only way that you can save them from atheism is that they become active members of the Muslim community. They start to take responsibilities in the Muslim community. They start to work in the Muslim community. They start to clean the masjids in the Muslim community. They table da'wah, booth for the sake of Allah. They do something. They take care of others. They take care of other youth. So here is ya shabab, to protect my investment in the admins who have been in Tamkeen for many years. And let me tell you, and now I'm addressing the group leaders, and I am really addressing the admins. What we are doing right now of making the groups and making sure a group leader is taking care of a group, this is needed by the admins more than it is needed by Tamkeeners. Even يا شباب, for me, teaching some halaqas in Tamkeen, I want to tell you, I need this for myself, for my deen, more than you. You never know, يا شباب, if I was not teaching the halaqa of Tamkeen. Stop, يا شباب, spamming. Stop sending any message and listen. I don't want to get anyone to text anything in the chat unless you have a question, okay? You should be listening to me. So I don't know, يا شباب, if I'm not teaching the halaqa of Tamkeen, what would I do in my life? Or as I am teaching you, يا شباب, I am really being reminded myself. So now, this concept of groups and having a group leader, the group leader who is going to be taking care of the group needs these groups more than the group members. Again, group leaders, what you are doing is something that you need. What you are doing is something that is valuable for Tamkeeners, but after my experience and after I talked to that doctor, Group leaders, you need to be taking care of others so that you are protecting your deen. And eventually, Tamkeeners, as they grow older, if they want to protect their deen, they want to be active members. They want to be doing, not only listening, and they want to be taking care of others. Ha, I hope message number one, I hope message number one, ya shabab, made its way through. You group leaders, you admins, you need this more than anyone else. Or we never know where بقى رضوان, عمر, ضياء, نور, محمد, سليمان, Hussein, where they are gonna be in the near future. Okay? So you need this and you need to be working hard on this. The second point, يا شباب. Now, I see, mashallah, that we have 55 tamkeeners. So now, point number one, it was addressing admins. Point number two, I am addressing tamkeeners. Now, ya shabab, we have 56 tamkeeners who are joining this halaqa. We had the Tuesday halaqa going on for long. And by the way, 56 tamkeeners, some of you joined late. Part of the adab that you join the halaqa 10 minutes before the halaqa or 15 minutes before the halaqa and ask some of the hardcore tamkeeners. I am already opening the halaqa 15 minutes ahead of time and I am running Quran ahead of time. So there are some people who joined late and this is not good. This is not part of the adab of the knowledge. You need to join before 7, not after 7 يا شباب. Okay? طيب, the second point يا شباب for my tamkeeners, when I see Zoom says there are 57 participants in the meeting. Do you know for how long يا شباب we have been having these Tuesday halaqa? This Tuesday Halaqa Shabab has been running, walhamdulillah, since 2019. Since the COVID time, to my memory, it was 2019, with the beginning of the COVID. When there was a lockdown, we were meeting other than Saturday. We used to meet Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. So other than the Saturday halaqa, we had lockdown in the COVID. So we had 3 other days where we used to meet and we covered a lot of material. Then after the COVID was over, we kept it to Tuesday. We covered, ya shabab, a lot of material, alhamdulillah. We covered the history of the Ottoman times. We covered the history of Palestine. We covered, the history of Iraq. We covered lots of series, ya shabab, on Tuesday. But how many of you attended and how many were useless? How many ya shabab they got the knowledge and how many there were useless and they were skipping? The problem, ya shabab, some people skip Saturday if they have anything else to do in their life. If there's something fun they want to do, okay, ignore the halaqa. Tuesday, they are too lazy. They are not going to be answering the quiz. And I remember at some time you would see 5 or 6 people are only answering the quiz, not 80 and 70 and 90 like nowadays, ya shabab. I want to make sure, ya shabab, you keep in mind. I would love to see you happy in dunya. I would love to see you having fun. I would love to see you playing soccer games. I would love to see you camping. I would love to see you enjoying your life. And we can do a lot and we can enjoy a shabab together. But I want to make sure, ya shabab, that we are also enjoying in Jannah. I want to make sure, ya shabab, you are not only enjoying having fun, but you are enjoying the sweetness of Iman, the sweetness that once you taste, you can never leave. The problem, ya shabab, is many people do not do a lot of stuff because of lack of their aqidah, because of lack of their iman, because of lack of their knowledge. Once, ya shabab, you start committing to halaqa, even if you are forced at the beginning. Let me tell you something, ya shabab. Many times you have to be pushing yourself at the beginning. For me, when I was young, And I remember I used to go with my father sitting in front of the sheikh, listening to a long halaqa that I do not understand most of it. Or maybe I was still a kid. But subhanallah, day after day, day after day, day after day, because at the beginning, I was kind of, I would say, my dad was just jump starting me. After some time, once I started to understand, once the words of the Sheikh started to touch my heart, I was not able to stop it. My dad was not able to go after some time, and I used to go on my own. I want to make sure, ya shabab, you are students of knowledge. It was the tradition, ya shabab, in the old days. Once, a boy or a girl, they reach, some kind of the age of 6, 7 years old, they start Quran memorization, they start memorizing the hadith, they start learning fiqh, they start learning seerah, and we teach a lot, ya shabab. But then, what is the result if you are not listening? What is the result if you are not listening? What is the result if you are not attending the Saturday halaqa, the Tuesday halaqa? And if you miss the halaqa, you make sure you watch the recordings. And if you do not understand anything, you follow up with your group leaders. You want to understand, ya shabab, that in Tamkeen we have wide range. We have people who are 9 years old, and we have people who are 20 something years old, late 20s. So, which is okay. When I was sitting in the halaqah of my sheikh, we had 2,000 people at different ages. But if someone does not understand anything in the halaqa, will we leave our younger girls, our younger boys, just sitting, they understand nothing, waiting for the activity? Or are they going to have a group leader? That the group leader will make sure he is repeating what we said in the halaqa so that they understand. And you never know, maybe after the group leader would be following up with them very lightly and explaining a few concepts, they will catch up and they will seek the knowledge. And maybe eventually they are going to be better than the group leaders, and eventually they're going to be better than me, and I will be happy, wallahi, with this. Sounds good? Moreover, ya shabab, there is a lot of value that I see going to trash. Many times, people are answering the quiz, just a quick answer to check something off their list. Sometimes they are not reading the answers of other Tamkeeners. Sometimes they are not reading my comments on WhatsApp about the answers of the quiz. Sometimes they are not reading the reflection articles, and they are going to be missing a lot. Sometimes, ya shabab, they are not writing reflection articles. Sometimes they are not reading the newsletter. There is a lot of knowledge that is actually falling between the cracks. And wallahi, all of this, it is a stab in my heart. I want to make sure, ya shabab, you are the best generation. You are different from any youth in your age in the area. You are the ones, if you saw last Saturday, the Saturday before, you sit for 2 hours to learn something. So if you are doing this, we want to make sure you are getting the maximum out of it. I want to make sure, ya shabab, that our group leaders are going to be holding Tamkeeners accountable for attendance on Saturday, attendance on Tuesday, and they make sure they understand and they discuss with them and they explain anything that they may have missed or ask me the question if something was unclear. They answer the quiz. They read other people quiz answers. Group leaders want to make sure that the answers is not useless one sentence he threw in the answer to say I answered the quiz. No, we want to train them at the intellectual level how you would answer the quiz in a good way. You are going to be the ambassadors of Islam. How they are going to be able to debate, for whatever they wrote in the quiz. I want to make sure that they read each article and then they write a comment. They would start writing their own article and so on, ya shabab. Also, I want to make sure every Tamkeener, is doing sub-admin tasks. Like, for example, the activity team. Why don't we get each Tamkeener to plan a week of activities? For the social media, why don't we get our Tamkeeners to take pictures, to make, the video editing? There is a lot to do. Wallahi, there is a lot to do. For those who are interested in finances, our treasurer قمحاوي, he's swamped by himself managing all the finances. For the people who are interested in software development, why don't you go and make a better website? And so on يا شباب. I want to make sure I see my Tamkeeners somewhere else. I want to change it from I'm just coming, sitting, sleeping in the halaqa. For sure, some people they learn from the halaqa. Some people sleep at the back waiting for the activities. I want to make sure يا شباب we are getting the value to the maximum inshallah. I want to make sure group leaders are holding their group members accountable, and the group members are holding the group leader accountable, and the group members are holding each other accountable يا شباب. I had big discussion with the boys admins regarding what I said last Tuesday. I'm gonna be willing to suspend an entire group. And then he was telling me this is not fair if you suspend the entire group. And I was telling him suspension of the entire group is the last choice. Before I suspend the entire group, the group leader must tell me that Tamkeener is useless. He is not doing his job. We want to suspend that Tamkeener. So the group leaders are now managers. They are the ones who need to suspend useless Tamkeeners before I suspend the entire group. I am hopeful, يا شباب, that we are pushing you to the next level. I want to see in every Tuesday halaqa, I see the same number of people attending. And each group leader is supposed to be meeting with his group members on a weekly basis over Zoom, and maybe monthly they should get together in person so that يا شباب there is follow up on Tamkeeners. We don't want to have Tamkeeners as it is just, a youth group. Whenever you want to come. Whenever you want to do something else, you go somewhere else. No, I want to make sure we are getting committed to your groups, committed to Tamkeen, committed to seeking the knowledge. I have been, doing this Tamkeen for so many years, and I know without this commitment, we are not building a good generation. Type. I'm going to stop here, then I'm going to open it up for reflections of my group leaders and my admins. Ha, Shabab, who want to say anything before we break into groups? I want to hear the reflections of basically the group leaders and then Tamkeeners. And then we break into breakout rooms, and then I'm going to leave you and head to my work. You see, Fajr started to come. If you see, I am here at the 19th floor. You can see Athens from the back. Ha, Shabab, who's gonna go first? Yes, OD, please go ahead.
السلام عليكم شيخ.
Yes, give us reflection from your uselessness in Tamkeen.
Yeah. I think part of like what a lot of Tamkeeners and including myself experience is that they would feel guilty for missing a previous Tamkeen to go to the next one. And this is just a trick of Shaitan that gets people into an endless loop.
Yes.
So I feel like the more we have constant contact with each other with these groups, we'll be able to like break that isolated thinking.
ولا بارك الله فيك عمر. والله what you touched on يا عمر is something very important. Many people they stop coming to Tamkeen because they miss a week, or for example I yelled at some one of them, so Shaitan is gonna tell them why the Sheikh is yelling at you, never go again to Tamkeen. So I know Shaitan is taking the ear of a Tamkeener and whispering, Sheikh is yelling at you, so why do you go? Why would you commit? Why do you wake up early? Why would you answer the quiz? if there is not a group leader who is whispering in the other ear and telling him the sheikh is looking for the best for you, even if you missed a week, just make sure you watch it online, make sure you commit again. So this is why, ya shabab, without group leaders, I cannot be taking care of all Tamkeeners. I cannot be taking care of 60, 70, 80 Tamkeeners. But group leaders who are going to be following up with each one, ya shabab. This is inshallah how we can take care of each other. And group members today are expected to be group leaders tomorrow. Barakallah fik, Omar. Who's next? And you were supposed, Omar, to be a group leader, but given your lack of commitment, for sure you are not eligible. Am I correct?
We can fix that over time.
Yes, inshallah. May Allah give us, the long life and see it fixed, inshallah, over the coming 100 to 200 years, inshallah. Who's next, ya shabab? No, I want to hear reflections from my group leaders. You are going to go, ya shabab, to make groups with your members. I want to make sure you know what you are going to be saying to your group members. Where are my group leaders? How you are going to energize your group members, ya shabab? Yes, Radwan. Yes, I was waiting for you, Radwan. Say something, ya Radwan.
Yeah, Assalamu alaikum. I don't have much else to say besides what you've already said, Sheikh. I just wanted to mention that I think it's important that all the group leaders, including myself and all the groups, um, we discuss like the topic of the halaqa. I think sometimes, um, a lot of people, again, like you mentioned, do get like lost in the concept or whatever it may be, and they don't understand or whatever it may be, or even some of the younger ones that haven't been paying attention think if the group leaders would, reiterate that or put it in more simple terms or whatever, try to do some basic like teaching like that, I think it could be very useful. And then like you mentioned, like once a person starts to understand the concept and what's being said, I feel like they would be more inclined again to listen to the halaqah and stuff like that. And again, I just also wanted to mention that uh you mentioned the Tuesday halaqah attendance. I think that's I would say that's the key to our success, in my opinion. I feel like the Tuesday halaqa, especially when you look at, you know, whether it's our Muslim history, current day, or in the past, and you see the problems in our ummah and how the enemies are working against us, or B, you're talking about a time of victory and dignity. You see like how the Muslims really were, like to what extent we were. Um, to what extent we had power on earth, right? And people would respect us. And so like, having that knowledge and kind of remembering the past and the history, like I think it really builds your Muslim identity, first and foremost. And I can speak for myself and for others as well. We agree that the Tuesday halaqah really, it really shapes your identity as a Muslim. And you say, I'm Muslim first and foremost. And we're trying to get back into a time of dignity again, just like it was in the past. So I just wanted to mention those 2 points, and inshallah, may Allah make it easy to make these groups successful.
Barakallah fik, Radwan, Jazakallah khair. And actually, I just want to follow up. Really, the Tuesday halaqa, I used to call the Tuesday halaqa the Tuesday family because, it was very, very special. Not anyone, can really, really, listen to the Tuesday halaqa or Islamic history and get engaged and whatever. And we want to make sure we share this experience with everybody. I know how the Tuesday halaqa made a change to a subset of people. I know how the Tuesday Halaqa was very touchy to some people. And here is what you heard from Ridwan. And also, Ridwan, you want to understand, Ridwan, the message that you said now regarding the Tuesday Halaqa. If I say that 1 million times, Tamkeeners may not be listening to me because I am the one who is giving the halaqah. But you say it once, Ridwan, and other group leaders would say it. You tell them from from a customer's perspective. You tell them the Tuesday halaqah made a change in my life. And then you encourage your group members. And even if my Tuesday halaqa 1 week was really kind of hard to understand, you take it easy on them. Ridwan, I know it is not going to be easy for group leaders. I know group leaders, they need to put effort. They need to connect with their group members. But may Allah reward all of you the best. I know Jannah has a price. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help all the group leaders. But also group members, if you see your group leader is busy, you as group members, you have part of the responsibility. Group members do not wait for group leaders to take an action. Totally fine as group members to send a message to your group. Hey Ridwan, can we meet? Hey Ridwan, we did not discuss the quiz of this week. Hey Ridwan, we did not discuss the halaqa. Can we meet? The more the group leaders would see the interest from the group members, the more they will be willing to invest more and more. Jazakallah khair, Ridwan. Here, one of the girls texted, I feel like when you have a group you are responsible for, you hold yourself to a higher standard and you have to be what you want them to be. Barakallah fiki. And this is why I'm telling you this concept of group leaders or dividing into groups is more valuable to the group leaders more than the group members, more than the group members. And inshallah, you will share your experience with me after some time. Some Amjad, what can I say? The one who is putting, the picture of the cow and whatever. Where is my group leader was? Okay. طيب, what else يا شباب? Any other reflections? Amjad, do not spam me, Amjad. Amjad, learn the adab ya Amjad. Do not be a toy in the hand of shaitan. He does not want you to listen. Stop spamming.
Yeah, that's not me.
It says Amjad. Which Amjad is this? Is it the other Amjad? Okay. So now يا شباب يعني join بقى يا أمجد with أمجد A and أمجد S. Okay. I didn't expect this to come from أمجد S. Any other reflections يا شباب? How many groups do we have from the boys side? How many groups do we have from the girls side? 6 group from the boys. And how many from the girls side? 5 groups. So I'm gonna make inshallah 11 breakout rooms, and then I'm gonna probably assign Radwan to be the host. I need to leave in a little bit. And then you text in the chat, each group leader should choose a number. Let's say from 1 to 6, it's gonna be for the boys, 7 to 11. Am I correct? It's gonna be 11 rooms, 6 for the boys from 1 to 6 and from 7 to 11 for the girls. And then I'm going to make Ridwan the host, inshallah. And then each leader, or maybe Ridwan, or you would tell which group goes to which room, and someone from the girls would do the same. Sounds good? Let me see how breakout rooms. And here there are 11 assigned automatically. Let participant choose room, okay? So you're gonna choose the room of your leader, or if I see anyone joking around here and there, you are dead, okay? So I opened all rooms, and then let me make one of the boys host, and then make one of the girls co-host so that you can assign. And by the way, I see some people who are here in the meeting who did not answer the quiz, by the way, okay? Just for your knowledge. So, no, it is Ridwan, not Ritesh. I want to make sure that you you pick the right host. You are next to each other. Yes. So, Ridwan, you are the host now. Uh, Now, can you يا شباب text which room uh, before all groups, yes, must confirm their group name and send it to you, Sheikh, after the halaqa. Yes, absolutely. Each group, they want to choose a nice group name, inshallah, and send it to me. طيب. Now I see Noor is texting those who are lucky and fortunate to have Noor as their group leaders. Please join group number 1 so he will teach you how to jump from an aeroplane. Hussein, group number 6. Omar Siddiqui, group number 2. Muhammad Sulaiman, 3. Ibrahim, 4. This is for the boys. Can you girls type uh, your group number so girls would go from 7 to 11? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Also, Sheikh, I've renamed the first 6 groups to the group leader. So all the boys find your
Okay,
group
all the
leader.
boys, please go. All the
With
boys,
the
and make sure, Ridwan, you do not close the meeting till everyone leaves, okay? Not whenever the boys are done, you shut it down and you kick out the girls. Let the meeting open till everyone leaves the meeting, okay?
okay, so
So now, yes, here it is written. Aqila 7, Fatima 8, Radia 9, Sarah 10, Nadra 11. Okay? Yalla, everyone should go now. Yalla, shabab. See where your leader is, and if you do not know your leader, let us know. And now let's see. I want to see competition between groups. And Ridwan, if someone is like Wakia, he doesn't know how to join, you can assign him yourself. You can move him yourself.
yeah.
And if you see Halim is asking, check with Halim which group he is. So make sure, Ridwan, you are following all the messages here. You don't know, Wakia, you have been kicked out of soccer, you have been kicked out of the camp, you don't want to be kicked out of Zoom. يلا شباب, everyone should join. Can you, Ridwan, show them how to join or send instructions or make you are the host now. I'm not a co-host.
Y-
You
yeah,
can make me even a co-host so I can move people.
yeah, I'm assigning people to groups, but yeah, I'll
Okay. And we want to get one of the girls to be also here.
look, I can make you a host, but I don't know
No
if it'll
co
remove
isn't
me as
there
host.
is no co-host option in our version, correct?
I know I don't see it.
طيب, let's assign first the boys.
Yeah, let me who is that guy on
Chef, where
Zoom?
are we going?
Who is this, Mina?
Yes,
Which group are you in, Mina?
I don't know.
Okay.
Uh
Give me a second. Let me text
so Sheikh, there's only one I think guy left. Once I assign him, then I'll just make you a host, Sheikh. Um that
Okay.
guy on
But
Zoom.
I want to leave. I have to leave soon.
Oh yeah, yeah,
But I can make one of the girls a host.
yes, exactly, exactly. That guy on Zoom. You your name is that guy.
Who is that
What's
guy?
your actual name?
Don't join with that guy.
Ilyas.
Say your name.
What's your name? That guy?
Ilyas.
Ilyas who?
Ilyas Ahmed.
Tab, change your
So
name, that guy. Change your
wait,
name. Don't
there
join
was
with the
already an
weird
Ilyas
names.
Ahmed that I assigned. Was that your brother?
Um, no.
Okay, go ahead and rename yourself, and then I'll assign you to Ibrahim's group. You're gonna be with Ibrahim. Mahmoud.
Okay.
Okay, perfect.
طيب, I hope one of the
Okay, go ahead and
groups.
join that, and then I'm gonna give you Sheikh
Yes,
host
make me
again.
the host and then join whatever room you want to join.
Okay.
Okay.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So those who don't know your rooms, give me a second. Do you know your rooms, ya banat, or not? I can move you.
Yeah, we know our groups.
Type,
Yeah, I know my group.
type. Zena, which group are you in, Zena?
With Fatima.
Type. Zena was for
That's
which
group
is
8, I
number?
assume.
Huh?
8. That's group 8.
8?
Yeah. Me and Khadija.
Give me 1 second. Zena and Khadija?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is Zena goes to 8. Khadija
Yeah, okay, bye.
goes to 8. Carmela, which group you are in?
I'm in group 9 with Radia.
Okay, 1 second. Okay.
Should I
Maram, which
join?
group are you in?
Group 9.
Maram, group 9. Ritaj, which group are you in?
I don't know.
So Admina, you don't know either?
Yes, Sheikh. I don't know.
Type, give me 1 second. Stay here. I'll get back to you. I'll just join one of the rooms and get back to you. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Okay,
They're on
so
Radia's.
yeah, Ritaj and Sara are in Radia's group, so they should be in breakout room 9. And yeah, and Mina is also in her group. They're all in Radia's group. So Mina and Ritaj, you guys should join group 9, breakout room 9. Okay.
Bye, Sheikh.
Is there anything else? Should I just go to my breakout room now, Sheikh?
Those are boys.
Sheikh, you're muted. Someone to join group
8.
join group 8, please.
Wait, how do I do that?
Here, I can assign you.
Okay.
It's gonna give you a prompt to say join,
Oh.
so join it, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Can you hear me, Fatima?
Yes, now I can hear you.
Yes. So now you are the host. I'm gonna be leaving the meeting. So make sure you do not close the meeting till inshallah. I'll be waiting for a few minutes and then I'm gonna leave inshallah. Make sure you do not
Okay.
close the meeting till there are no participants at all.
Okay.
يلا بارك الله فيك.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum.
عليكم السلام.
We went to his hospital.
Omar, why are you Yunus? Which group are you in? يا يونس.
I just finished the breakout room. I'm gonna leave the meeting now.
Huh?
I just left the breakout room. I'm gonna leave the meeting now.
Are you done?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
done.
Amar's room finished.
Okay. That was very quick.
Yeah, it's
خلاص.
kind of just picking a name and getting ready to go. I don't know.
خلاص. Sounds good inshallah.
All right, مع السلامة يا شيخ.
مع السلامة.
Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh. Are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
Hey guys, what group are you in? Fatima and Nusaiba.